What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm excited. So a couple months back, wow, the box is dusty. the box, I've had this so long now. The box is dusty. A couple months back, I got this AJ4000 jump pack from Autogen. Now I will tell you once again, they sent it over to me, and let's pull it out of this box here because we don't need that guy anymore. Got some battery crap on there. But they sent me over this jump pack. I'm going to get it on YouTube. And I feel like there's people that will tell you, give you bad information, or, you know. Now you can watch all the Project Farm tests you want to on these jump packs, but at the end of the day, honestly, they're pretty subjective in my opinion, because they're just over a long period of time, you're going to find out things that you didn't know. And that's exactly what I found out about a lot of jump packs. In fact, the NOCO, why I didn't like the NOCO jump pack, started out working just fine and then turned into a turd. So I think taking a brand new tool, taking it out, taking a rip on it for the first time really doesn't give you a whole lot. So I'm going to say right off the bat, that's my only subjective deal about this. Even though I've had this for a couple of months, I'm not 100% confident that this is a great tool, but it has been working fantastic for me thus far. So you'll get into this. This is a model AJ4000. It's got a 27,000 milliamp battery. It's a 12 volt jump starter booster. It's got an air pump in it. It's 12 volt, 10 amp input charging. Our input's a 15 volt, 1 amp, 12 volt, 10 amp. And it's also an air compressor of 150 psi. Okay, this thing weighs about just a quarter or 3/4 of a pound, or 3.74 pounds. And it's good for operating temperatures of -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. -4 is not very good. So I know some of you Canadian guys will probably say that. But my other one says the same thing for my JF Egwo, and it's been working good. And I use the JF Egwo all the time. And I use the air pump all the time. I didn't think I'd use the air pump that much, but I do. Okay, so if you don't have a DeWalt or Milwaukee or whatnot, these units come in real nice. I will be honest with you. So, a couple of things right off the bat that I liked about this is this case. I found that the JF Egwo is kind of tight. It's got some tightness in it for putting stuff away, so you have to fiddle with it to put it in. But this has a double zippered case to keep things separate. So in this case over here, it keeps it separate for your jumper cables. And it has 3 different pouches in here, a nylon mesh pouch, and then it has this pouch, and it has your instructions and a sports needle and some different valves in there and whatnot, which are kind of irrelevant. One actual air hose, braided air hose with metal fittings on it, and it is, oddly enough, which I thought this was kind of smart, you can put it on either end, so it's a screw-on one. Now, some people might not like that, because screw-on ones, if you're trying to get into a tight valve stem, I'm going to tell you, they don't work. So that's a little bit of a negative point on that. I'm just telling you all this from my experience, because, trust me, I'm airing up stuff all the time. Jumper cables. And then your charging ports. We have the 12 volt charging port and your deal right there. We also have an extension in case you want it's dead, which I thought this was really handy. They have an extension cable here in case it's dead and you have to run it off your cigarette lighter. Very, very smart move. So this has got some brownie points for me, because I'm a stickler about this stuff. I'll be honest with you, I air up tires on cars a lot. Seems like I'm going to pick up something that's dead or something. I have a trailer, guys, and I'm always moving stuff. So, you know, you got a trailer, somebody's always asking you, and then you get there and there's always a flat tire. Never fails. Let's talk about the jumper cables real quick. These are pretty standard on this end. You got your boost mode. Gives you reverse polarity. So this is a smart jump pack too, which means, yep, that's right, you guessed it. Probably won't jump a dead battery, but I have not had anything super dead yet. But we're going to get to that after a bit. It's got connected cables, top and bottom, but these are a cheap plastic, and this is a very thin gauge, like a, what is it, 16 gauge? It says it's 8. There's no way it's 8. I don't know what standard they're looking at 8. You guys know right there, that's not 8 gauge. There's no way that's 8 gauge. I know what 8 gauge is, and that's not 8 gauge. I can promise you that. So for that aspect, we're going to give that a. I'm going to give that for the cables, for the accessories and the cables. I'm going to give this about a. I'm going to give this about a B minus for that portion of this. So not my favorite. So I wouldn't. If you're cranking on something with this, probably not going to turn out well for you. I'm guessing you're going to melt that thing down. And believe you me, I have done that before. So, but now let's get into the unit. The unit itself really took me to a whole nother level of being very cool. Like I said, it has a dual input cable, so you can put it on either end. You screw it in on the back side. On the back side, where was that at? Fella, where was that? Oh, right there. So it's got an input and it's got an output. So if you want to pump up your, your inflatable bed, or you want to suck the air out of something, this thing does a fantastic job of doing that because I've already took it camping and used it. It's another thing that I used it for. It was really cool for camping. Turn it on, really fast display to come on, and the battery's already charged up. Charged up pretty quick. It's got a light on the front. The pump does not turn on. The pump does not turn on. It's quiet. Let me run this thing in here real quick. The pump is super quiet. I don't know why. I think this has a trigger in this that has this set up so that when you plug this in, screw this in on the bottom, it'll activate a switch in the pump so you can use it. But let's see if you can kind of give the, oh, you know what? I have a decibel meter. Let's see. Well, come on. So that's, let's do it. I got a decibel meter here. Let's check the decibels on this. We're getting fancy here. I forgot I had this, but I picked up one of these just for this instance so I could compare it. Because you know what? This is something that I hear a lot of people about, complain about a lot of times. So let's check this out. So my normal voice, holding out an arm's length, is about 78, 75, 78 decibel. You see that? So I'm going to set this meter right like so, right close to that. Actually, you know what? That's not fair, is it? I got to keep it away from here. Let's set that. Let's set that where you guys can see it. Okay, you can see that there. So about 92 once you start putting up, but it is quieter. I checked my JF Agwo, and I had video of that, and I lost that footage, but I checked my JF Agwo, and that thing was pushing out 97 decibels on that one. So a little bit quieter, and it's bearable. I mean, this thing's sitting right in front of me. It's bearable. So I'm actually very impressed with this, and I really like it, and I'm going to be using it more and more and more, and I'll keep updates on it. But this is a 4,000 amp jump pack. And you also have your modes on here for your KPA, bar, all that stuff. And then we have hold the light. Turn the light on. You turn the light on right here. It's got a little light down here by the side. And it's also got an SOS or a flashing light. And slow blinking. Red light. You know, we have input, we have charging, we have your 5-volt outputs, 2 amp and 1 amp, and your output 12 volt, all those little plugins on that end there. So, and I think this is reasonably priced. This is around $100. That's the other thing I liked about it too, but very compact, easy to put away. This is the other thing. Oh, this self shuts off too. I can't. I got to remember that you don't have to press the power button; it'll automatically go off. It's very. I'm used to shutting the power off on these things, but let's put this back in the case. Show you how quick it takes. The hose is already in. This is already back in. Very quick. Boom, shakalaka. We're done. Just like that. So, Autogen 4,000 amp jump pack. You guys make your decision on it if you're interested in it. I'll leave a link in the description on it, but I think this is a winner. I think this is a winner, and this is a good tool to have. Nothing else. The air pump alone is definitely better. I like my JF egg well, but I like this just a touch better. So, anyways, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.